Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, January the 5th, 2015. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas said yesterday that he was talking to Jordan about a resubmission of the failed Palestinian statehood resolution to the United Nations Security Council. The resolution, which called for a deadline for Israeli withdrawal from the West Bank, failed to pass last week. And Jewish organizations here in the U.S. reacted to Abbas's application for membership at the International Criminal Court following the failure of the UN bid. Abbas signed into 20 international conventions the day after the resolution failed to pass, including the ICC, which can prosecute individuals accused of genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes. Jewish groups called Abbas's action a blow to peace. Executive Director of the American Jewish Committee, David Harris, said Mahmoud Abbas has done his utmost to sabotage the path to a sustainable two-state solution. Harris said Palestinian leadership has sought to internationalize the conflict, sideline Israel, resort to incitement, and antagonize the United States. B'nai B'rith International condemned the PA leaders' actions as well, saying it is time for the PA to stop hijacking key international bodies and to begin contributing, as Israel long has, to a better future for Israelis and Palestinians alike. President and Chair of the Jewish Council for Public Affairs, Rabbi Steve Guto and Susan Turnbull, respectively, called Abbas's unilateral move a tragic and historic mistake. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu responded to the move by Abbas, saying Israel expects the ICC to reject the PA's application because the Palestinian Authority is not a state and is in alliance with Hamas, a terrorist organization which perpetrates war crimes. Netanyahu said the state of Israel is a nation of laws with a moral army that upholds international law. We will defend the soldiers of the IDF just as they defend us. Israel also announced on Saturday that it would withhold tax revenues from the PA over the ICC move. Meanwhile, Israeli non-governmental organization Shurat HaDin, the Israel Law Center, filed its own lawsuits today at the ICC against 3 Palestinian Authority leaders for alleged war crimes. The Times of Israel reports that indictments were brought by Shurat HaDin against PA Prime Minister Rami Hamdallah, Abbas's Deputy Minister Jibril Rajuv, and PA Intelligence Chief Majid Faraj, all members of the Fatah party. Shurat HaDin says that during the conflict in Gaza this summer, Fatah boasted on Facebook and other media outlets that it launched rockets that killed Israeli civilians, a war crime under international law. Police in Germany are investigating an attack on an Israeli who was beaten on a subway in Berlin. 26-year-old Shachar Shapira, who lives in the city, told the Associated Press that he was beaten by a group of young men after he asked them to stop singing anti-Semitic songs. Shapira recorded the singing on his cell phone. When he got off at the next stop, Shapira said the men followed him and demanded he erase the video. When he refused, some of them spat on him and beat and kicked him and punched him in the head. The attackers fled when transit workers approached the scene and police were searching for them. The mayor of Jerusalem announced a unity prize in memory of the 3 Israeli teenagers who were kidnapped and murdered this summer in the West Bank. Mayor Nir Barkat said submissions are open now for the Jerusalem Unity Prize in memory of Eyal Yifrach, Gilad Shar, and Naftali Frankel. Barkat said that after the tragic murders, he recognized the need to emphasize the importance of unity of the Jewish people. The idea of the prize was reached together with the boys' families and the Gesher organization. Barkat said while grappling with the unknown question of the fate of their sons, the Yifrach, Shar, and Frankel families taught the entire world a remarkable lesson in courage and showed us that unity is a value that enables us to overcome even the greatest challenges. Barkat said the prize will spread this message across the world and become the lasting legacy of the 3 boys. Prizes of up to 100,000 shekels will be awarded to national and international initiatives promoting unity within the Jewish community. Former president of Hadassah and of the Jewish National Fund, Ruth Popkin, has died. Popkin served as the 18th national president of Hadassah, the Women's Zionist organization, and was later named an honorary vice president of the organization. She served as national president of JNF for 5 years and was a past member of the executive board of AIPAC, the cabinet of the American Zionist Movement, the board of directors of the United Israel Appeal, and American Friends of Hebrew University. In 1987, Popkin was the first woman elected as chair of the Presidium and president of the World Zionist Congress. Popkin passed away on Friday at the age of 101. She will be laid to rest on Wednesday in New York. And turning now to our JBS programming for tonight, Monday, January the 5th, at 8 o'clock, author of My Promised Land, Ari Shavit, talks with Yale University professor of history David Blight, comparing modern-day Israel with the U.S. when it was 66 years old. That's from the JCC in Manhattan. And then at 9 o'clock, Mark Golub is joined by editor-in-chief of the Jewish Forward, Jane Eisner, on L'chaim. That's tonight on JBS and jbstv.org. And that's the JBS News Update from Monday, January the 5th, 2015. I'm Teisha Bader.